Welcome to Phillies Fan Central, where passion meets the diamond and every fan's voice counts.
Welcome back to Phillies Fan Central, the #1 spot for everything related to the fight in Phils. I am your host, bringing you the passion of South Philly with the inside scoop you'd expect from the winter meetings. Before we dive into today's massive update, I need you to do me a huge favor that keeps this channel running strong. Please hit that subscribe button, smash the like button until it breaks, ring that notification bell so you never miss a breaking rumor, and get ready to sound off in the comments section below. We are building the best community in baseball right here, and I want you to be a part of it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a fascinating situation developing on the hot stove this Sunday, December 7th, 2025. While the baseball world has assumed for weeks that the New York Yankees were a lock to retain their star outfielder, cracks are beginning to form in that foundation. According to the latest reports coming from Erin Achenbach and verified by insiders like Bob Nightingale of USA Today, the Yankees remain the favorites to re-sign Cody Bellinger, but the door is officially open for other heavyweights to enter the ring. And guess who is looming in the background? You guessed it, our Philadelphia Phillies, alongside the New York Mets and the Toronto Blue Jays. Let's look at the context here. Bellinger is coming off a very solid 2025 campaign wearing pinstripes in 152 games played. He posted a batting average of 272, launched 29 home runs, and drove in 98 runs. Those are legitimate middle-of-the-order numbers. Perhaps even more impressive was his ability to create chaos on the base paths, swiping 13 bases, and his overall slash line of 272, 334, 80, which culminated in an OPS of 814. These are the kinds of numbers that impact winning baseball games, and it is exactly the type of production that President of Baseball Operations Dave Dombrowski tends to covet when he looks to bolster a lineup that is chasing a World Series trophy. However, the news today is not just about his stats, it is about the stalemate in negotiations. Reports indicate that talks between Bellinger's camp and the Yankees have hit a snag. Why? Because Bellinger bet on himself. He declined a $25 million salary option for the upcoming season to test the open market. The Yankees, dealing with the pressure from Hal Steinbrenner to perhaps trim the payroll and manage their luxury tax obligations, are hesitating to meet the new asking price. This hesitation is the blood in the water that aggressive teams like the Phillies look for. We know that the Yankees have heavy long-term commitments, and if they blink, Philadelphia is one of the few franchises with the financial muscle and the win-now urgency to swoop in. It is also worth noting the defensive versatility Bellinger brought to the table. In 2025, he played all three outfield positions and logged innings at first base. For the Phillies, that versatility is incredibly intriguing. Imagine having a Gold Glove caliber defender who can patrol center field at Citizens Bank Park or cover first base if we need to give our infielders a rest or manage injuries. The fit is undeniable on paper, but the competition is stiff. The Mets are always a threat to spend, and the Blue Jays are desperate to make a splash, but we know how this front office operates. When they identify a star who can bring that Red October energy to Philadelphia, they do not sit on their hands. The Yankees might still be the favorites, but as of this afternoon, this is far from a done deal. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of what it would take to bring Cody Bellinger to South Philadelphia, and why this specific market dynamic favors the Phils if they choose to strike. The financial projection for Bellinger right now is substantial. According to data from Spotrac, his market value is projected at a 6-year contract worth upwards of $182 million. That is a massive commitment, averaging over $30 million per season. And it is a steep price, but in the modern game, premium left-handed power combined with elite defense commands a premium. Bellinger's representatives are playing hardball, and they are using a very specific narrative to drive up his value. They are emphasizing that Bellinger is only a year and a half older than fellow star Kyle Tucker. By drawing this comparison to Tucker, who is 28 years old, they are trying to convince teams that Bellinger is not a veteran on the decline, but a player still squarely in his prime with plenty of productive years ahead. Both Toronto and the New York teams are looking at Tucker as well, creating a scarcity in the market for elite outfield talent. If the Yankees decide to pivot to Tucker or simply refuse to pay Bellinger that $182 million figure, the Phillies must decide if Bellinger is the missing piece for another pennant run. From a strategic standpoint, adding Bellinger to the Phillies lineup changes the complexion of the National League East race. We are talking about a guy who has proven he can handle the bright lights. He succeeded in Los Angeles, and he succeeded in New York. The pressure of playing in Philadelphia with the most passionate fans in the world would not faze him. Furthermore, denying him to the New York Mets is almost as important as signing him ourselves. We cannot afford to let a rival add a 30-homer bat while we stand pat. The question really comes down to the Phillies' internal assessment of his longevity. Can he maintain that .814 OPS for the next 4 or 5 years? If Dombrowski and the analytics department believe the answer is yes, then the money is almost secondary. We have seen this ownership group prove time and time again that they will spend to put a product on the field worthy of the Liberty Bell. With the Yankees facing internal budget pressure and obstacles in their negotiations, this feels like a classic scenario where Philadelphia could emerge as the mystery team that steals the headlines. This isn't just about filling a roster spot. It is about signaling to the clubhouse and the fans that the window is wide open. We need reliability in the outfield, and we need another bat that strikes fear into opposing pitchers in late-game situations. Bellinger fits that mold perfectly. While the rumors suggest the Yankees are still the favorites, we have seen favorites lose out before when the fight in Phils decide to open the checkbook. The next few weeks will be critical, but make no mistake, Philadelphia is monitoring this situation very closely. To wrap this up, here is my objective take. The Yankees are playing a dangerous game of chicken with a player who was critical to their lineup in 2025. Their hesitation regarding the luxury tax is the exact opening a team like the Philadelphia Phillies needs. While $182 million is a steep price tag, Bellinger's versatility and left-handed power specifically tailored for Citizens Bank Park makes him a premier target. If the Yankees don't close this deal soon, do not be shocked if Dave Dombrowski makes an aggressive push to bring him to Broad Street. Do you want to see Cody Bellinger in red pinstripes next season? Is he worth a 6-year deal at over $30 million a year? Or would you rather see the teams spend that money on pitching or a different bat? Do you trust his consistency? If you enjoyed this deep dive and want to stay ahead of the curve this offseason, make sure you subscribe to Phillies Fan Central. Hit that like button to help the algorithm and turn on notifications so you are the first to know when news breaks. This channel is by fans for fans. Let's keep the stove hot. Go Phils, ring the bell. I'll see you in the next video.